Hi guys, Dr. Dustin here. I'm here at the end of my workday trying to do a quick video. This is a review of the Holy Bible Mosiac. And the Holy Bible Mosiac, as a complete disclaimer, was published by Tyndale House. Tyndale gave this book to me, gave this Bible to me. However, the review is going to be my own review. Tyndale did not say, hey, you must do a review. They just said that they would like for me to do a review, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a review of the Holy Bible Mosiac. There was a previous video I did about the Palestine map in the 1905 Bible. There's a Palestine map in this Bible as well. So we're going to try to dig into what else the Holy Bible Mosiac has. This is a Bible that I have used for a few years now. It is in the translation that's used by my current church, the New Living Translation. So with all that said, we're going to switch now so you can get a better look at the Holy Bible Mosiac. I'm going to try to squirrel it around just a little bit so you don't see the end part of my desk so much. All right, so the Holy Bible Mosiac, the version I have, is in a leather-like cover, and it's not holding up super well. What's interesting about the Holy Bible Mosiac is that you'll notice on the side we have gilding in two different shades. Well, why is that? Well, it's because the Bible section is separated from the front matter. They wanted it to be almost like two different books. The front matter has a weekly devotional, and the back is the actual Bible with the books of the Bible involved. As the author of the 1 Week Bible, I have done a lot with daily devotionals, and this one is actually a weekly devotional. If we try to look at the weekly devotional area, as I open up here, you'll notice that there is a illustration. And one of the interesting things about the Holy Bible Mosiac is how they use a lot of articles and text from all over the world, as a mosaic is trying to pull in pieces to create a picture from many different material or areas. This one's going all over the world. The weeks are arranged in order of the church calendar, beginning with Advent. Here we have Epiphany, and they have a topic of beauty. Underneath that, they have readings from the Old Testament, New Testament, Psalms, and they make sure to almost always, if not always, they will have a gospel reading as well. Then it goes into your devotional area. Finally, it closes with some suggested reading and a portion of Scripture itself. If you're doing this in a devotional manner, a weekly devotional manner, you may be happy with reading that page and you're good for most of the week. Or you may read this page one day, and then the next day you'll go to the next page, and that is going to have either a sermon or an excerpt from an author about the topic, in this case, beauty. You'll also notice that over here on the right, there's a reflection area. Well, that reflection area is beneficial so that you can pray and meditate on the scripture you have just read. And of course, you can use it for anything you want to. You can have a prayer on how God is touching you. You can do a summary of the scripture. You can do what you have just learned, whatever type of reflection you feel is going to work for you. You can do that there, and it closes with yet again more scripture. If we actually go into the Bible portion, which is the heart of why I use this in church, the Bible text is presented with a area in the middle. This area in the middle contains references, and I've talked about references in a previous video, where in the Christian Bible, a reference Bible or reference edition will actually have related verses to whatever verse you're reading. Now, in addition to that, there is actually, within some of the verses, for example, we're in the book of Isaiah. for 58, chapter 59, verse 8, there's a word here. And the word, I know you can't see it super well, but the word is shalom. So I'm going to stand up for just a minute so that we can go to the back and look up what shalom means. So 59 verse 8. So as I read it, and I'm sorry for saying so many times, they don't know where to find peace or what it means to be just and good. They have mapped out crooked roads, and no one who follows them knows a moment's peace. Okay, so shalom. In the back, I can go to an area that has the NLT word study system. Believe it or not, the Bible was not written in English. It was written in Greek, Hebrew. Portions were in Aramaic as well. No matter what a King James person will tell you, and not every King James person does this, but I've heard a few King James only folks presuming that the Bible was written in English. It was actually not. We can dig into it a little bit using word studies. So this one was Shalom 7965 was the number that went along with it, and that number can be helpful as we're in the Hebrew area, which is part of the Old Testament. We're going to go to 79. All right. 7965. Shalom. Peace. This noun means holistic peace and well-being. There's also an area C, and it will give us areas that use that word shalom. But shalom means peace. What's my issue with that? Well, the way that they did this, it is not very clear what word in that scripture is going to be referenced. In this instance, I just think it's difficult because they don't do a good job of spelling it out. There is a small U, and in the script there is a U that goes along with it. So you kind of have to keep up with those. I've noticed that in some areas it might be a star, and in other areas it's very hard to find what word they're using. So I feel that they could do a lot better there. But in addition to that, I want to mention what in the world this thing is on the right. We have the Holy Bible Mosaic cross, the symbol that they had on the Bible itself, and it has a reference to chapter 60, verses 1 through 6. And it says Epiphany, page M51. This is referring to the front matter. So if I'm reading the Bible and I'm reading through 60, I can see, I've got some devotional content here, and that can allow me to go to an area that's going to talk a little bit about it. So page 51 in the front matter, M51. As I flip through it and turn to it, here we go. There was no 51 on this page. Another complaint I have. So you have to go to 53, count down 52. Okay, well, here's 51. It would be nice to have a lovely 51 here so that we know exactly where we are. But it is Epiphanies for Epiphany Week 1. And the text at the bottom on it, Arise, Jerusalem, let your light shine for all to see. That's that Isaiah 61 through 8 that we were referring to. It's from it. So you can see how this book interacts very well with the scriptures involved. In addition, another complaint I have is that sometimes your scriptures will have multiple references for the same thing. So if you're reading this as a weekly devotional, you'll find yourself encountering scripture, the same part of scripture, multiple times. For example, in Isaiah 58, 1 through 14, you're going to encounter it during Epiphany, and you're going to encounter it during Lent. The Bible is quite a bit larger than that. We could actually have a new passage to study. However, the Mosaic is not built that way. I'm not really happy with that. I would like I personally would have liked to see some variety there, but I understand there are people who like repetition. Okay, in addition, there is a dictionary and concordance. So if we wanted to know a little bit about forgive, what's this forgiveness about? It's to pardon or acquit of sins. Pardon or acquit of sins. See also atone and forgave. For this verb forgive, it lists a lot of different scriptures here that utilize it. So I can actually do a study from a topic. Let's say I wanted to teach on or read more about forgiveness. I could actually do a study using a concordance here, this concordance, to find different scripture and begin studying that. Also, if I remember something along the lines of, I know there was a scripture that says he forgave all my sins, I can look through here. He all my sins. Well, that F is forgive in this instance. So I know where to go for that. So let's switch to me. It's a pretty cool Bible, honestly, but it's not perfect. There are some complaints I have. In the back, there are also full color maps. One of my favorites is the Ministry of Jesus. It'll actually allow you to see almost 27 different events that occurred, and you can look at the map to see it. All the maps here are full colored, so it's some pretty cool stuff. I really am not happy with the wear and tear over the years. Being that I took this to church almost every Sunday for a few years, it experienced rain. You'll see white blotches here. Those white blotches were raindrops, the results of raindrops. So it's not waterproof. You can't go swimming with this Bible. And yes, there are Bibles you can go swimming with. I'm not sure necessarily why you would want to, but sometimes Jesus needs to be with you in the lake. But guys, I hope that you liked this review. If you did, feel free to subscribe. I may have some more Bible reviews coming in the future. And as always, I hope that this will help you, and I hope God blesses you in your studies and your devotions. Have a great day. Bye.